I wanted to make a video today to talk about, I run an Edelbrock carburetor on my 65 Impala 283 with a factory intake from a 327 4-barrel 65. And I had to have an adapter plate, and that's what you're seeing right there below the carburetor. It's an adapter plate that you can buy from, I think you can buy it from Edelbrock. It's from a Edelbrock to a 4GC. You know, I bought it from Speedway Motors. I'm not sure the brand of it now. It's been a while. It's been like 5 years. But one thing that I wanted to do, when the engine gets hot and I turn it off and turn it back on, the engine's always a little bit aggravating. Like you got to pump the gas some to get some gas back in the carburetor. And from what I've read, that the gas, this new ethanol gas that we have, evaporates quicker than what the old gas did. And so they make, Edelbrock makes a spacer plate, which is this right here, that you can put between the carburetor and the intake. And it's made out of like a plastic, I don't know what exactly it's made of. This is the package for it, 8711. I think, I don't know. But anyway, the intention of it is to keep the carburetor from getting hot, so it doesn't transfer the temperature from the engine into the carburetor and boil the gas out of the bowl. So I've had this thing for a few weeks and haven't put it on yet. I'm going to put it on, and where it's going to go is it's going to go between the adapter plate and the carburetor, because it's made for the Edelbrock carburetor. So that's where it's going to go, and that's what I'm going to do with it right now. Also, I will mention, I have a 67 Cadillac also, as anybody who's on my channel knows. From the factory, they had a spacer plate that went in between the carburetor and the intake. And it was the first year of quadrajet intake, 67 was. So I had to get also an adapter plate from quadrajet to the Edelbrock style, the newer Edelbrock Holly. So, but it does from the factory have one of these spacers in there, and I don't happen to have the same problems with that carburetor as I have with this one. So that's what I'm going to do, and it's pretty simple to install this thing. You know, there's 4 bolts that hold the carburetor down and a few little attachments, and I don't think I'll have to take everything loose, but I'll take loose as least as possible. Anyway, we're gonna see, hopefully this helps. I've already got 2 of the screws took off on this side. I'm gonna take these other, I should say nuts. It's like a nut and a piece of all thread. Well, it ain't really a piece of all thread, it's a different thread. It's a special bolt and nut that holds the carburetor on. It comes with the carburetors. And the new spacer kit come with one also. Comes with a set of them. I think they're a little bit taller than the factory was. So it does not come with new gaskets, and that's one thing I think I'm gonna have to go get. I have to go get me some gaskets from the parts store. The gasket I have is a square bore gasket, and the one that's under my carburetor here is actually got the 4 holes, and I think I'd rather keep it that way. So I'm gonna probably go to the parts store and get me a gasket. And also I want to test to make sure my hood will close with all that there. And it comes with some longer bolts to use for this part, which is good. That's what I need. And the side with the coarse threads goes down to the manifold, or in my case, the adapter plate. So it will have some kind of an impact on the, it spaces the carburetor up from the intake. I don't know if there'd be enough of a difference there that you could see any performance gain from that. I'm gonna close my hood down really carefully, make sure my hood is still closed. And it does with no problem. Okay, so I reinstalled everything. It was nothing but the 4 bolts, and I did put the longer bolts in there, and you can see how it is with the spacer. Everything went right back together. I didn't have to adjust anything on the linkage, and the linkage went right back in the same hole, which you could adjust it if you did have a problem, but I got the one linkage on the bottom for my power glide, the one at the top for the accelerator. Popped all that stuff back together, put it back on, it worked just fine. This is the gasket that I got from O'Reilly's, and it does fit this adapter. And it is, you can see this Chromatic C5262FC carburetor gasket. They only have one, but I used my old one on the other side. This is the Edelbrock spacer that I used, and it's a phenolic spacer is what it's called. And it is 8711. And it worked just fine. Car started up just fine. It'll take a little bit of time for me to test it out and get it hot and everything and see if it cures my problem or not. I don't know. I'm not 100% certain, but everything I've read, this is a fix for hard starts after the engine warms up. I can't think of anything else that it could be on here, but anyway, hope this helps somebody and somebody can at least get an idea of what to do with that situation. Okay, so I drove the car around, got it hot. it's on 180 degrees or so. It was 200 degrees before. Turn the car off. Without hitting the gas pedal, car starts right back up. That is exactly what it would not do before. So I'm going to say that the phenolic spacer definitely helped with that, and it allowed the gas to stay in the right spot in the carburetor. So it's a fix, and I hope it helps somebody else. Definitely something that this car's been struggling with for like 5 years, ever since I first put the Edelbrock on it, since I first got the car running. So I hope it helps somebody. Please like and subscribe.